Hello, I think I've done it. How are you doing, guys? Welcome to my Bajerski YouTube channel. I've just taken a moment to do a video. It's beautiful outside today, it really is. I've got my juice, which is spinach, broccoli, asparagus. I think that's it. Oh, I added a little bit of fresh mint and pressed it all down, so it's all in there, and it's absolutely beautiful. I put half a lemon, squeezed lemon into it too, so it's just really nice. How are you doing, guys? Today's video is all about Moldavite and the amount of times I've been asked this question, so I want to put it into a video. I'm not so sure if I've ever put it into a video before, but let me do it today. So the question that is asked of me so many times is this: is a graded Moldavite and the price, does it have anything to do with how powerful it is? Basically, people are asking me, why are Moldavites graded? Why is Moldavite so expensive as well? And has that anything to do with its power? So I want to first of all say to you, beyond a shadow of a doubt, every single Moldavite that I have ever touched, including this little bunch of little tiny chips, which go into here for every Moldavite oil, is in fact, hang on, there you go. Okay, this is in my pocket. See that? That's a Moldavite chip. That Moldavite chip, I would say, is about 1.4 grams. This chip is equally as powerful as this crystal on my website, which is Moldavite 306, which is here. Hard to see properly, but if you could see it in the light, you'd see how beautiful it is. This is, I guess, anywhere between 800 and 1,000 euros. Its quality is incredible. It looks divine. The only issue with this one is I'm looking at here, there's a little bit of damage where the maker has accidentally broken, and that's why I pulled that out, and this won't be on the website soon, so don't even look for it or buy it, guys, because I just noticed the other day that there's a little crack in there and that shouldn't be there. It's solid gold, but that was obviously done by the jeweler, and yeah, that's interesting. Anyway, getting back to this piece, I mean, if you could see what I see looking at this through here, its divineness, its purity, its colour, the shapes within, and the structure of this Moldavite, like all the rest of them on my website, which are grade AA, is because they look and feel and just the shape. This is how we grade them. Now, do I like to grade them? Not really. And the reason why is because every Moldavite is beautiful in its own way. But there is a group of very hardened Moldavite buyers who really like to know that they are graded, and they like to see that. And I often got from many people, when I didn't grade Moldavite, I'd be interested in a grade A or a triple A or a grade AA. And I'd say, well, all my Moldavites are, beautiful in their own right. Oh, okay. And I thought, okay, well, if they want them graded, that's fine. I'll grade them. And I looked into how you grade them. I looked into many years ago how many of the, I actually went to a few Czech dealers who were pretty at the top of the list of the 5 most biggest dealers in the world, and I started asking them how they grade. And you know, there are certain places in the world, in Czech Republic, sorry, where certain Moldavites were dug, and they seem to be the most pristine, very unusual, very different, and they graded them because of that, the structure of them. But for me, this little piece of 1 gram, or let me show you another I like working with. This is another piece I like working with when I'm connecting. Let's have a look at this. So this is 5.62 grams, this one. And this one is actually 0.78 grams, so it's under a gram. So why do I carry a little tiny piece? Why am I not carrying a 5 gram? I think each Moldavite in its right would work for certain things. This is why, as you can see here on the table, I've got 25, 26 Moldavites with Herkimas at the moment. That's what I'm working on, putting my energy into these and you know, getting them ready for to put on my website. So each one of them serves a purpose with a certain crystal attached to it, or the size serves a purpose. In my humble opinion, there isn't really any difference between these two if I'm doing work of opening my third eye. In fact, I'd probably prefer this piece over this piece because it's more comfortable and it, you know, look, so easy to work with. Look at that. So this one would be a little bit more challenging because it's a slightly little bit more heavier. So I hope that kind of makes some sense to you today. There's going to be people out there who will be spitting feathers and saying things, but you know, it is what it is. This is how I feel. You know, I've said this time and time before about all crystals. The crystal chooses you. If you're watching this video now and you're still watching it, it means that spirit or you are awakened to Moldavite and you're ready for it. And for me, the ultimate way to choose a crystal is like when I started buying Moldavites, I would go on to certain sites of reputable dealers who were traders, and I'd feel each crystal through the photo. And of course it's lovely being with the crystal and holding it. But you know, I've often said this before and you've heard me say it. Some of my greatest work was done over the internet when I was doing absent healing and healing over the internet with my client right there in Australia or wherever they were in the world. And I'd get some terrific feedback from that. And at the very end of finishing this work of one-to-ones, which I don't do anymore, I just teach, I said that 90% of my work was online, really. And so there is no reason why you can't scan through any website that is reputable and look for a crystal. It should just jump out at you. You should have this snap feeling of, oh my God. And I say this when you walk into a beautiful, I don't know, museum or a painting shop, one will jump out at you and you don't know why, but it just is the right colours, it's the right feeling, it's the right energy. That's the painting for you. Well, that's exactly how I purchased my Moldavites. That's exactly how spirit shows you. So, you know, and I can look through, I can spend an hour or 2 hours on the internet and nothing feels right. That means none of them are for me. And a lot of you tend to say, oh, I didn't feel anything, I need help, you need to tell me. No, it's just that the right crystal hasn't chosen you and it isn't there yet. So just bear with it, keep going with it. And one day it'll just jump out at you and you'll go, my God, that's the one. And that's the connection. That's the spiritual, beautiful family and spirit bringing you, guiding you to the crystal. And that's why everybody will say the crystal chooses you. And it's true. So that's it, guys. I hope this makes some sense today. There is no reason why you can't start off with a small Moldavite, none at all. And if you feel the urge to start with a Moldavite and herkimer or a Moldavite with something else, nothing wrong with that too. There's nothing wrong with also buying a 1,000 euro piece of Moldavite. But for me, my issue with that is if you're new to it and you buy a 1,000 piece of Moldavite, you're going to literally expect that piece to do magic because you've paid 1,000. Well, let me tell you, this little piece of Moldavite, if it doesn't do anything for you, neither will this. So it's all about working with the Moldavite. It takes time sometimes. I know some of you say it blew you away the first moment you touch it, but not everybody is of the same energy. And that doesn't mean that you're more powerful than somebody who doesn't feel anything. It just means that you are attuned to that vibration more than somebody else. That's all. And sometimes it takes me a long time before I tune into anything. It takes a long time. I was just very lucky with Moldavite when I first touched it in my hand, and I felt I was being elevated, and I thought, wow, this is amazing. So, keep going with your Moldavite if you've bought one. Keep going, keep working with it. And I think what I'm going to do on my next video, because I saw a post that really made me jump, and I thought, okay, this is the right time. If any of you have bought a Moldavite and you've got it ready, the next video I'm going to do is connecting to extraterrestrial energy, which I believe the Moldavite is exactly one of the reasons it is so powerful. And I'm going to share some stories with you why I believe that is true as well, and the 15 years of working with Moldavite I'll share with you, and some of the tips and how we can connect. Okay, guys, and if you think I'm evil, I'm not, guys. I'm not evil at all. It's just that I believe that there are things in this world that people just don't understand, and because of that, a lot of people fear it and put fear with evil. Simple as that. But it isn't. It's beautiful and it's amazing. So have a great day from the Pure Energy Healing Academy, from Matt Bajerski YouTube channel, from the children playing in the swimming pool next door, which is beautiful. I always like that in summer. There's nothing more beautiful than children being happy. Okay, guys, have a great day from my heart to yours. Take care.